Okay, hello guys. It's Freshlyfe, live from Europe, having a interesting guest doing AI stuff called Mediscape NFT. Hello, man. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Fresh?
I'm kind of good, man. I'm kind of good. I'm really welcoming you here, and let's get into it. Let's get this party going, right?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, the same way, same way. So, can you say a little bit about yourself, as you are not showing your face, as we know you
Right,
you
right.
are really deep person with deep art, and we
Uh,
would like to know more.
yeah, absolutely. There's a lot. There's a lot of layers to my life. The most initial layer, I'll just give you. I'm just your average kind of person on the outside. I work in a grocery store. I manage a vitamin department. I got 4 kids. I've been married 11 years. I live in the Southeast United States. I grew up in foster care and I was adopted at a young age. And there's a lot of tragedy and problems therein. But that's all
Hmm.
part of the story and the beauty that comes from it, I guess.
Right, right, right. Um, yeah, and you do a lot of AI art as well, right?
Yes. Um, so I primarily use, actually, it's almost all I use right now is VQGAN plus Clip, which is a style of GAN collaborative notebook. And GAN is a generative adversarial network. It's two or more AI kind of pit against each other, um, competing to create an image.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see the Google Drive there connected. I see
Yeah.
the I Yeah, like what you're showing, there is like Google Drive. So I was thinking it's a Google
Oh, yes.
technology, but it's just storage, right?
Right. It's just a Colab notebook. So what it is Google Colab is the platform where you can use all these notebooks. And this one in particular, I can't say for all of them because I haven't used them all, but I think they're all written in Python,
Mm-hmm.
Linux language. And then it's compiled onto this Google notebook, and it's
Oh,
actually
okay,
operated on a remote server, which I pay Google to use. You can do it for free, but the quality's different. So I pay Google
makes
to use
sense.
this remote server. And it's got a high-end graphics card. And then I just use a regular gaming laptop to connect to that.
Right,
I
right.
keep this copy in my drive, and I really feel like the more I've continued to use this Colab notebook, not only does my understanding of it increase, but the machine's understanding of what it is that I'm looking for changes. When I go to make art on other profiles, Google accounts, it's very different. It does not come out like this at all. So there is an aspect of time and connection.
Right, right. Maybe can you show us your collection, let's say, to start, so we can imagine a little bit of your work. That can be pretty nice, like just a rundown of your OpenSea collection and what you're
Whoops.
doing. We
That's
will
going to be hard
just
to block out. That's, you know what, it is what it is. We just keep
yeah,
going.
yeah, we will black the name out. So
Cool.
uh yeah, I mean, we can speak about that as well, because you have the art name. You don't want to you just want to be known right now, and you don't
Yeah.
need to say your name, so we respect you.
Thank you. Thank
And
you. So
yeah.
these are all the most recent ones that I've done from top to bottom. There are some in here that I have not minted that I probably will not mint, or I will wait till a much later date to mint. This one's an inspiration from Sam, my 9-year-old's Deep Monster series.
Hmm.
And it doesn't quite look like a monster. It looks more like a robot. So we may have to do a robot series in the future. He's talked about it. He's hyped about it. It's something he loves. I think it's something that would sell well, and it could be fun and creative too. I
Hmm.
did mint this one because I felt like it was monstrous enough. It's,
Oh wow.
God, what is that monstrosity?
Oh wow, it's
Uh,
like Alien
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
And is
head.
that an arm coming out of its mouth? What's going on there? Is that a little pet floating around? It's just there's so many different
Hmm.
questions from this piece.
Hmm.
I had to mint it.
This is perfect.
Let's
Mm.
see. This
And
one was actually an attempt on the lightning monster, and it came out very, very different. But I think I called him a storm or a rain Wendigo, which is a Native American style, like a monster of sorts, different
hmm.
lore.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, this is I need this. I need that one.
It's a lot of fun. Here's one I didn't mint. I didn't feel like it was defined enough. It's very pretty. It's cool, but it's faded. So in order for me to accept this as valid, I feel like I need to go back in and add some more definitions, some more shading, some more textures, and those are things I haven't quite learned how to do yet. So I'll have to go back and learn these things, which is what I did yesterday and today. I learned animation, and that has been, oh my God, so much fun.
Hmm.
Um, Despite feeling not so well this morning and having a lot of stress in my personal and professional life, the animations are taking me far, far away from it. It's amazing.
It's encouraging if something with art works for you, right? It's like glowing inside of you when you just,
Mm, yeah,
you know.
it is. It's, because a lot of other things in life can be a struggle. If you've ever made cookies, you know that that recipe for cookies has about 100 different ways of going wrong, and you can burn them, or you give them to somebody with blood sugar issues, and now they have to take insulin. So there, it's not all good all the time, but it's fun and it tastes good if you can get it right.
Right, right,
And
right.
this, I spent the first day, oh my God, the day prior, my wife and I were arguing, and I was very depressed, and it had
Oh
been going
wow.
on for months. And so the very first day I found this, all that changed immediately. Not even over a period of time. It was just instant. As soon as I sat down and got into it, and it took me almost 3 hours just to be able to understand what the program needed me to do to be able to
Hmm.
get a result.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then weeks,
hmm,
you know.
what brought you to AI basically? Like, what was the?
Oh my God, you're gonna laugh. Okay, it's a circular answer. AI brought me to AI.
I love it.
And it's what it is I'm not on Facebook, right? I have a profile for Metascape, but I don't use it because I don't like Facebook and their policies.
Yeah, me
Um,
neither.
yeah, but it's a marketing tool, right? And you're missing people. So
Mm.
um, I've been off of it. Not you, me. We're all of us. Whatever. Who cares? I've been off of it for over a year now. Last August, I dropped off of it, and instead of going on to Facebook for my news, because I don't watch public TV, I don't watch public programming, I don't want the six corporations that own all media to tell me what to think. Um, so I programmed my Google News to give me articles that I found interesting. Crypto
Hmm.
and altcoins and AI and NFTs. And one day I wake up, and that was that day. It was a very fateful day, July 11th, 2021. I woke up and I pull out my phone and I, do my morning routine. I read my articles and play some games. And oh, hey, there's this article about AI making art.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And the people that make it, what they come up with, it's all different, but it's all kind of the same, if that makes sense. So it was this journey, this process of trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this in a way that's unique to me, that it's hard for other people to copy, that stands out, that looks different from everybody else? Because nobody's going to pay, $5, let alone $5,000 for a piece that looks like, something else that somebody else has made a million times over that they could just get
Right,
for free.
right, 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 right. But it's interesting that you made an AI code that
Yeah,
gives you news, and those news brought you more AI that you
yeah.
need to use. I love this. I love
And
this.
then when I finish my images, I add post processing effects with AI. So there's multiple layers, and I thought about it last night. It hit me really hard as I was going to sleep. Man, there are layers of AI to everything that we do now, and I don't know how it is in every single country, but your phone, your GPS, the weather system, even what's ordered on the grocery shelves. That's initially you have somebody bringing it all in, but it's managed automatically in a lot of cases by a computer
Mm-hmm.
system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can't do anything without having some kind of interaction with an artificial intelligence.
That's so true, and that's out there for some time. I remember playing Dota 1, and there was already like artificial intelligence playing the characters against you. Like it
Mm,
was crazy, and it was like
yeah.
15 years ago or 10 years ago. So how much it proceeded now, and I see your art. Like I see that, I want to speak about that Snoop Dogg image. I need to
Yeah.
speak about that one.
This one has, man, I haven't sold it yet, and that's cool. And it's not stress in my voice, it's excitement because this piece actually, even though I haven't made money off of it, it has changed my life.
Yeah.
Um, Snoop is somebody I've looked up to for a long time. He's been through a lot of heavy stuff in life. He's been down some dark paths, and I think that he's turned himself in a way that is much, at least more neutral, if not lighter and more balanced. Um, and that last album that I heard from him was that Snoop Lion album, and that I really connected with years ago. My wife even she got his signature on a dollar bill in Germany in Stuttgart when he was at the military base,
Oh wow.
and she's carried it. Yeah, and she's carried it for oh my God, 15, 16 years. And we met 11 years ago, 11 years ago, and I've had this thing laminated in my back pocket pretty much since, and
Oh
it's in
nice.
a hemp wallet. So the whole thing, there's a synergy. So I created this using an original portrait from I guess the medieval ages of well, the Renaissance period of Cosimo de' Medici, which is spelled differently from how Snoop does it, by the way, if you didn't know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Um, I reversed it just to give it a little something different. I took a profile shot of his face and I laid it over it, and I gave him his favorite extracurricular activity, and I ran it through the AI just to kind of blend it and make it look smooth and sharp. And I tagged him in it, and I put it on a pinned post, and I did a giveaway, and that there were like 2 or 3 giveaways I was doing at the same time, trying to get his attention. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that was actually quite spammy, but I did get 800 people that commented, liked, and retweeted, and within 20 hours,
I
when
saw
the
that.
first like
I saw that.
100. Yeah, and it might have been less than 20 hours because that's when I saw it was 20 hours. I don't know exactly the time frame that he saw it, but he said it's an honor, sir, and SER. So that,
Nice.
oh my God,
Oh,
that was just
congrats,
the most.
man.
Thank you. I was lying. I was lying, laughing and crying. I was laughing and crying the whole way into work. So, 45 minutes, tears streaming down my face,
Oh wow.
maniacal laughter. Everybody thought I was probably tripping on shrooms or something. And it was just an amazing experience to be able to be
Oh.
recognized. And then less than 7 days, I think it was 6 days prior, Mark Cuban has an NFT gallery, and that manager of that gallery turned around and bought 7 of these from me.
Oh
The
now.
abstract. No, wait, not this
Wow.
one. Not the explosion. No, it's the splash. Hold on. I get confused sometimes by my own work.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. But that Snoop, oh, congrats! That must have been a extreme feeling. I can imagine those feelings you remember. You just go through everything at that 1 second, and then like through a whole day.
Absolutely. It's like it's a dream come true. I don't know how else to describe it other than a dream
Yeah,
come
yeah,
true.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's
I can see
really.
that, and it's neat. Like I see that medieval, look on him.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
It was this one that it's called at NFT is their Twitter username, and that's it says it's owned by Mark Cuban. So from what I could tell, that's like Mark Cuban's art gallery manager for NFTs is building this multi-million-dollar gallery, and they bought 7 of these at like $50 a piece. Um,
Nice. I mean,
yeah,
was it Polygon or was it Ether? Like
yeah, it
if
was Polygon. Yeah, it was
nice.
Polygon.
I mean, that's the spirit. That's what we need.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too because I didn't think that a billionaire would even like Polygon because all these other people hate on Polygon constantly. I'm like, that's ridiculous. It's still Ethereum.
Yeah, yeah. But this piece is actually like I can imagine having this one, like I don't know, like it's pretty neat, and I really like vibrant colors of it and like waviness, glowiness. It's
Yes.
I feel like this a lot of times when I'm like in the energetic creative mood. That's the
Yeah.
expression of it. That's the
Yeah, it's
expression
your
of it.
movement. Yeah, it's your energy, your life force. Well, your body's like 90% water, and that water carries all the vibration of all your emotions, all your memories, all the food that you eat and drink, all the different colors of nutrients, and all the life that you maintain consistently. And it's always moving. Nothing is really ever still. Even when you're
Yep.
sitting still, the Earth is moving, and the solar system is moving, the universe is moving, and so you're this constant slosh of vibrations and colors. Yeah, you're right,
Oh
bro.
man. Oh man. I mean, you just said it all. I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. So yeah, this is extreme. Thanks for showing. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
And I remember finding you out on the Twitter, and we get to talk and stuff. It is inspiring to just be able to see what AI and person that is really interested in art and AI can do together. I mean, that's just crazy.
Thank you. And I think a lot of other people agree. I'm seeing people that have been in the space for a while that are bigger artists than me, that started out with AI and they've got, 10,000, 30,000 followers. They list a piece and they'll sell $70,000 worth of it in a fairly short period of time. And they still have other things going. So it's obviously a big movement. They've got a tight follower base. And then I'm seeing other people that have been here longer than me that were not in AI that are now inspired by AI art and are doing their own projects. I'm seeing, I think it's called is it Branksky instead of Pranksky? It's Branksky.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting into an AI project, and it looks like he's doing his. I think they're AI generated dragon eggs, and they look pretty cool. So it's nice to feel like I'm a part of that. I have people that message me that tell me that I was an inspiration for them. And I can kind of see little bits and pieces of myself everywhere, and vice versa. So yeah,
That's
it's
that's
pretty
perfect.
cool.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's like flowing through everyone right now. When you once put it out, and you are on Twitter, and I remember you had like 300 followers or 200.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like at 400 at that time, and right now
wow.
you at like
Yeah,
2,500. I don't
yep,
know. I'm like
2,500.
I'm like 600 something.
That's
But
good though.
you blew up. You blew up. I mean, I love it. I love it.
Thank
You
you.
went with a good path. I'm not saying I'm like envious. I'm envying with a good intention. So yeah, you're
Yes,
doing
yes.
good. You're doing
Well,
good.
we have grown a strong friendship, so I definitely think you and I will be connected for the long haul. I can't put up my camera's dead, but no, it's not on. But I am giving you the fist bump.
Let's do this. I feel
And
you,
there's a
man.
few others too, man.
Oh
Your
wow,
buddy Lost for Cryptos. I feel a strong connection with him.
he's
Pratik,
amazing.
his art and love. He's a good guy. Cranial Origami. John RT, my buddy Ryan. He's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
people. Joe. Shit, I forgot his last name. It's Joe NFTizzy is what is how it's laid out. It's like Joseph Lucchesa or something. I might be pronouncing it wrong.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
Joseph.
okay.
But these are the tight knit group of friends that we will carry into the next layer of zeros on the money.
I mean, and you just met them through Twitter,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I've never seen these people in real life, and actually, none of my real life friends are connected with me on Twitter. None of them promote my posts. I have given, I think, two people that I know in real life pieces of mine.
mhm,
I gave
mhm,
my
mhm.
sister a piece, and I gave my assistant vitamin manager a piece to help her path in general. So but other than that, no, no. I joined this space without any friends, without any connections, with no knowledge. I'm not a professional marketer. I've seen some things in the past where people talk about
Wow.
how they've done well with giveaways and how things get viral with giveaways. I read a book by Anik Singhal, and he was talking about how to do your passion for free. It's called the Circle of Profit. He says, take your passion and give it away for free, and implement it, use these different tools in such a way that you're actually making millions of dollars off of it. And so I'm kind of running off of some of that, and then the rest is like intuition and love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's perfect. That sounds perfect, man. Like Gary Vee already speaks about that for some time as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny.
Giving away stuff like art that has a lot of value in it. I mean, it can get like extreme boost just because of owning it, and people just like, oh yeah, man, you saw this art, it's just amazing, and I got it for free, and blah blah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it builds a strong following too. And I realized it wasn't my intention at first, but I realized pretty quickly that when you connect with these people and show them this love and give them this value, this wealth essentially that's untapped, then
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
become your friend and they will help to promote your work. So it's almost like you're gaining momentum, you're gaining influence, you're gaining the power, the favor of people that you have given favors to. It's a two-way street.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it. It's
So
how you start, right? Like the plane and just going pushing it.
yeah, this one was actually the first one I sold.
Oh really?
Yeah, this was the first one that I sold. It's the Ether Commandator. I wished I had known some of the things then that I
I'm
know
writing
now.
them
Like,
down. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I wish I had given him the. I did afterwards, but I wish I had put the unlockable content directly in the NFT, which, thank you again for bringing that to my attention because that was really valuable. And then I
Hmm.
wish I had the animation because all this colorful smoke in here, oh my God, I would love to make this animated and give him some kind of movement or breath. That would
Yeah,
be
I mean,
just
it
incredible.
already has already has like a breathtaking, spirit.
Mm.
So wow. So this was the first soul, right? But it wasn't
Yeah,
like the first one you put in.
this was not the first one I put in, and actually, this one, what happened here, I had a coworker. He's now the acting manager of another department, but he was underneath somebody else at the time. He said, "Why don't you make a knight? Make a galaxy knight?" And I went, "Okay, I'll try it." But at the time, I didn't know how to make people. The things that I was making, they were coming out way more abstract. Arms were getting messed up. You could see there's some odd things that go on, within the render that things aren't always straight. There's this like surreal aspect to it.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
that's part of the charm, but if you don't know how to direct it and manifest it properly, then it doesn't have the same level of value. So I tried it, and this was one of the first ones that came out of the render, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't like it. I almost trashed it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
My wife my wife was the one that said, "Now hold up, honey. Don't delete that. Save it because that's really good. I think someone will buy it." And then when I listed it, she was again upset with me because I only listed it for like I think $180 or $280. It wasn't very much
Yeah, yeah.
in the grand scheme of things. And I said, well, it's fine. What'll happen is some savvy young investor will come along and see the value in that piece and take a chance, and they'll get a really epic piece at a really good price that nobody else will get their hands on.
Mhm.
And that's what happened. And then that person, my first buyer, actually is part of, I don't know if it's his collection or a DAO or what the deal is. I didn't ask. It's not my business. I don't want to be personal with, like, on that level unless it's invited. I don't want to be, I don't want to get in their face. But he's got a $1.6 million NFT collection already. He's got a $2 million collection.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure I got royalties from him selling it to somebody else for about 10 times more than what he paid me for it. So I actually got double paid on that piece.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Congrats,
and
man.
that thank you. And that was within a short period of time. And then it was like less than a month after that, I had made almost $3,000, almost a full Ethereum's worth of sales. Um, and I feel like he really propelled me.
Nice. I mean, perfect, perfect. That's amazing. You know what? The whale is amazing, but we should speak about that in a
Yes.
second. I think in a second I would switch to the previous thing you had prepared. Just showing off a little bit of how you do
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Check on the render and see what's going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm interested about because about this stuff I want to know more because I was a programmer since I went to like electrotechnical school.
Oh
Kind of a
wow.
little bit of HTML, CSS going on there,
Yeah.
PHP, and then
Okay.
on the college there was like programming basics and soldering as well, whatever. But
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's like what my kids want to do. They want to get into robotics and program. I didn't get into CSS or PHP. We did HTML. I think I did a tiny bit of XML. This is like a 2-3 week program. So I don't have nearly the experience you or the average person does. I'm not an accomplished programmer, coder.
Mhm.
We did Microsoft Visual Basic, I think, or C++. I don't remember. We made like a calculator or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So with this, there's not actually a whole lot of code as far as what you have to put in as the user. There is
Hmm.
code that you can edit. There's
Yeah, yeah.
all this stuff in here, um,
Nice.
but I haven't messed with it because I'm using it all remote. My plan is once I get up to about 50 or $60,000 worth of sales, I'm going to buy the equipment that I am renting from Google, and I am
Okay.
going to put like maybe 2 to 500 gigabytes worth of RAM inside of it so that I can render like 4K resolution directly on the machine instead of post processing upscaling.
So you said 250.
Something like that. My
Wow.
Chia mining rig has 80 some odd gigabytes of RAM in it, and it probably could run this render and do a good job, but I don't have a good video card for it because I built that for Chia. It's just 76 terabytes worth of hard drives. There's almost
Oh
no
wow.
graphic capability to it at all. Yeah,
Okay, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So,
and this
mhm,
is an attempt of the machine to try to write where we had said that
sorry.
chromatic was what you wanted in here. So it's
Hmm.
trying to write chromatic. You can see a backwards C, you can see the R, you can
Okay.
see the H starting to come out, you can see the O, you can see
Yeah.
the M.
And
So it,
A.
it definitely, it's starting to get into the chrome, but it's kind of mixed up. And it'll do this. If you put in specific textures sometimes, if it can't find enough information on it, it will generate the word. If you put in numbers,
Yeah. Yeah. I see. Maybe the word Chrome then. Maybe the Chrome then would do.
maybe, possibly. I'll have to try it again and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. So you put like three words, right?
So I put sparkling chromatic or chromatic sparkling, and then the other portion of that is part of what I call my secret sauce, and that is
Secret.
telling it. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for now, until I get big enough and then nobody can copy me without being shunned. Then yeah, it's secret for now. But I'm basically telling it the emotional feel. I'm telling it what I want people to feel when they look at it,
Hmm.
and then I'm telling it how how intense should the resolution be? Is this going to be like I've seen? Oh my God, Broken Mindset. Oh my God, he's amazing. Go check out his stuff, please. Broken Mindset. He's an amazing AI artist. He's not the one that inspired me to do this per se, but as soon as I saw his stuff, I couldn't look at it without being inspired every freaking time. It's just incredible stuff. And so he started doing some things that are pixelated, and I think he's just doing it directly within the render, and it just comes out pixelated. So you have to kind of define what style you like. And since I know he's doing more pixelated stuff, I try to stay away from pixelated stuff. And
Right.
that's why I follow these other artists. It's not because he's copyrighted pixelated things. I don't want to insult him. If something comes out that way, it's okay, but I don't want to intentionally go out there and try to create something that he's worked so hard on.
Yeah.
Out of
Yeah. Makes sense,
respect.
man.
And the other guys too. When I follow them, I'm looking at, all right, what are they creating? And let me make sure this is not where I'm headed. And sometimes it happens. I was going to make, oh my goodness, uh, this one. No, it's over here further. I can't see it because my phone's in the way. I have to actually look on my phone.
Ah. Okay. So this was like the what we see here. The before one was the render you tried like 20 minutes ago.
Yes, that was the render that we tried 20 minutes ago. So
Hmm.
here's an example of one that was actually my 11-year-old. He did a drawing of a creature that was like it was supposed to be a mashup of like this, quadruped with spikes and a long tail, and it had the face of like a demogorgon from Stranger Things. But the
Okay.
name that he wanted me to use kept making weird things that didn't look like what he intended. And I'll show you those in a moment. Um, this is the one that turned out the best.
Hmm.
However, the name and the style, there's a whole series of like skull dogs, skull hounds, and they're all skeleton dogs with different accessories and stuff. And I went, oh crap, okay, that's too close for my comfort. If it was a little bit less similar, I might be okay with it. But since I'm seeing it so directly and it wasn't as definitive as I wanted, I just nope. It's it'll never be minted. It's just here for me.
Yeah. 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 I mean, that's a pretty good explanation on that.
Mm.
You just want to stay on your path and be really unique with what you do.
Correct. And then there are some things like this is my wife's attempt at a Galaxy Rose. And I think this is probably a pretty good example of
Damn.
what.
It is. It is.
Yeah, well, and it's a good example of maybe what an average, I don't want to call my wife average because she's above that, but somebody who doesn't have experience with this machine,
Hmm.
somebody who has no experience whatsoever coming in and trying to make something, this is roughly what it's likely to turn out like.
Okay. Okay. That's still really interesting. I like it.
It is. Thank you. I'll be honest, I still don't plan on minting it because it's not definitive enough for me. So I'll wind up
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
more refined versions, and if they come out like the others, then I'll save it. If not, it'll just be a lesson. Like this one, people loved this one. Um, I'm
It's like Iron Man with an Iron Man with an Iron Man.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a flower monster, and I definitely see like the faces of several flower monsters, but it's so abstract that I can't commit to it.
But I feel like a metally feeling of it, like solid
Definitely.
metal. So
Like somebody in a metal suit, like yeah, Iron Man almost.
yeah.
And even the gold rose that I did multiple versions of this. This is the one I wound up with.
Ooh,
There was a previous
nice.
version I didn't mint.
It's also
Another
like a
attempt.
little bit metallic,
Yes, and that is
golden.
sometimes, yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes I use that word as a texture, or sometimes I will go and find an image of that texture and tell it to make that. Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
okay. So you can put like wow.
Yeah,
So
let that
it's
one sink in.
yeah. I mean, it reminds me of a boar or something like that.
Yeah,
Wild boar, a little
in a
bit.
blender. Yeah.
Behind that, I see like a tail of a whale. I
For
think
sure.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Up in here, a glowing. Yeah, I could see that
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, some sort of a porpoise or something. Yeah, 100%. Interesting. I'd not caught that before.
huh? Yeah,
That's actually the
because
only cool part for me. Is
it's
that
like
right there? Now that you say that.
smaller. It's like smaller on the PC, so I'm not, having a full resolution. So
Mm,
you watch from the greater, distance.
right, right.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, oh.
So
How do you call this one?
that's that same attempt of the Skullhounds. That's that same. It was based off of this, quote unquote unfinished product. This is the
Hmm.
last one that I did. I think I called this one "Where's the Fish?" WTF?
Where is the fish?
Yeah, WTF. Yeah, it's a friendly way of saying WTF around kids.
Yeah,
Where's the fish?
yeah. I say where is the food at that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That works. And so I won't mint this one because it's gruesome. It's way too gruesome. It's not my style.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you on this.
Yeah.
I like the scorpion.
Thank you. So this was me trying to make. This is before I did Sam's Monsters. I was trying to do a monster series for Halloween,
Okay.
and the more that I worked with it, the more that I realized that it was incredibly difficult. That it was going to be much harder than what I originally thought.
Hmm.
Um, so I just stopped, and I thought, well, we'll just focus on Sam's drawings instead because the machine does better with that, and I'll take my chances with it. Um, but I do plan on doing something with the mummy for sure. I'm going to do some kind of special animation with him and probably list
Oh,
him on Foundation as like a
yeah, like
signature Halloween piece.
dusty one.
Something,
Dust
yeah,
flowing,
something, yeah, and shining, or I may have like
golden
his
dust.
or I may have his bandages, kind of flowing while the dust is flowing, or we might put some glowing eyes on him or something.
Nice,
A
nice,
worm out of
nice.
his nose. Who knows? I don't know. I'll
So,
look and see.
so that brings me like to the next question, I think, and it's like the future of NFT, future of art, and future of your projects. Moving on, like, what do you think it's gonna be? What do you think the NFT is gonna be?
So for NFTs as a broad marketplace, as a broad movement, I definitely feel like NFTs are going to take over all ownership. And so what I mean by that is um,
Pardon.
when you go to buy a Tesla, you're going to go to Tesla's minting forum or minting website, and you're going to pay, 10 Ethereum or 15 Ethereum. They're going to
Right.
mint you the ownership paperwork for the Tesla. They're going to set up everything the same way you would at a dealership, and then you receive it, and you have the NFT for the Tesla in your wallet. So when you go to sell that Tesla car, someone will buy that NFT, and you'll send them the car. They'll come pick it up. And this is the way it's going to go for houses. This is the way that it's going to go for business contracts. I think as the dollar continues to fumble and as centralized government continues to screw itself over, that the people who have technology and money and power for decentralized movement will continue to gain momentum and the attention of the larger investors. And this could be 5 years, it could be a month, it could be an hour. Um, but
Yeah.
that's where I see it going. So for me personally, I have a few things going on right now. I am trying to get an artist who's been a very close friend of mine, a connection of mine, my whole life.
Hmm.
Um, she's very, very talented, and she actually went to school to be an artist, and said that her degree was a waste of time and never figured out how to um, make a living off of it. It never worked for her.
Hmm.
So I'm working on funding. I've already given her some funds to help verify her OpenSea wallet. Um,
Nice.
we're working on getting her validated so that she can list her first items for sale. And as she continues to list and mint things, I am going to be promoting her and focusing on building her up for the next like month or rest of my life or whatever, however long it
Hmm.
takes.
Hmm.
Um, and that's like main mission number two beyond my main mission. Mission number three, I have a friend of mine here locally who is a shaman.
Okay.
His name is Sankofa, and he is of the Sankofa order of shaman from Africa. And he is a beautiful soul. He does copper wraps, copper gemstone wraps, staves, headpieces, jewelry, the likes of which you just wouldn't believe how intricate his work is. So what I'm going to do with him, I have to find the right people or skills for myself to. We're going to sell his work as a physical. We're going to have it as an NFT. He makes orgonite as well, and this is kind of a combination of things that protects you from like electromagnetic frequency, non-ionizing radiation, things like that. Um,
Wow.
so we're going to take the people will receive the orgonite. Then the orgonite will be blended digitally into one of my AI renders,
Hmm.
and then we will also have the NFT usable on a video game platform somewhere, where you will have, if you buy a staff from him, you'll be able to use the staff in game and it'll have special abilities. So they'll have it in game and they'll have it in real life, and it'll have powers in
Ooh.
both places. They'll actually have the ability to feel that energy in the real world and carry it into the digital realm.
You're rocking it, man. This is crazy.
Thank you.
Wow.
This
I
is the
want I
goal.
want to see that. I want to see that in
It's going to
the
happen.
Warcraft.
It's yeah, absolutely. I just got to find the right people and the right timing. And then beyond that, once I finish those things, I'm going to double back around to myself. I've got cell phone cases. Nobody seems really interested in them. If they ask for them, I'm happy to do that as a bonus item for a physical. For if they buy an NFT from me, I'd be happy to do that. Um, but I'm moving towards canvases, LCD displays, LED displays. Um, I've already done the clothing brand, so that would be super easy just to put on shirts and backpacks and things. And then the big one is car wraps.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
think
I
I
mean.
think car wraps is going to be huge. Maybe somebody disagree. Please, I'm open to input, but I think there are people that have these really nice cars that pay 500 to 1,000 just to get it rewrapped, and they would love to have their NFT on it and drive down the street.
Have you seen? There's a question which you will have a blown mind, and have you seen the digital wrap on cars, like changing based
Oh,
on
oh my
digitally?
God.
I'll
No,
send you.
that's incredible.
I'll send you that one, and you just
Okay.
that's the future.
Yeah, for sure. I got a connection now who does that here locally, who does the wraps. So I'll ask him about the digital one and see what he can sort out for me.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, but it can get like your car pretty crazy with your coloring. I mean,
oh yeah, and especially if it had animations. Imagine driving down the road and you've got an NFT wrapped on your car and it's got animations and it's sitting still and people are like tripping on the sidewalk.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Oh boy.
it's so much fun.
I like I like your path for sure, for sure.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you. I appreciate your support.
like I think we connected on deep level, and
Yes.
what you just said like makes me feel like, yeah, you know where you're going, the the goals you set for yourself, the support of others, the one person helping. Oh, nice. What is this?
This is my jungle shaman. So he's on Hicket Newts. I think he's like 10 Tez or something like that. If
Okay.
somebody makes, I'm doing Hicket Newts pieces cheaper because they don't fit inside my collection. and I'm trying to support that community and branch out and have some other places. And I'm going to be mostly using those funds to buy the works of friends' art, basically.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I'm
if
doing similar
somebody's
thing.
Yeah, and if somebody's interested in this piece and you want to give me an offer below what I have it listed at, let's talk. And if it's reasonable, then we'll work something out because I need to get something going on Hicket News.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but
It's still evolving. The platform
it
is
is,
just
it is.
so. You know what I'm interested in?
Hmm,
Interested in it's the what you said that the Tesla Mint, an NFT car. I
yep.
think like it's not gonna be that far out.
No, yeah.
That was
I
a
think it's
crazy idea. You know what? Who would be really impressed by hearing this?
hmm.
If he hears me now, Patrick Bet David from Valuetainment, he would be like, "Oh shit, I haven't heard about this." I mean, he's amazing. He's like going forward with a lot of thoughts. I heard his podcast with the guys that bought NFT from people for 69 million,
Holy shit.
and
I
yeah,
mean,
like
wow.
that. I'll share you that. I'll share you that YouTube video. But I
Oh,
think
that's part of
like
my
you.
secret collection. You have to black that one out. Oh God.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. We will.
There's another secret project. I can't talk about it. It's top secret.
Nice.
Oh God,
Nice.
it's still
Nice.
there. I'll show you as a preview, but you have
Yeah.
to block it. Nobody else can see it.
Okay, I
And if
can't
you
I can't speak about that, but yeah, nice.
and you know what it represents. You get if you understand anything online right now in some of the darker places, there's a whole story behind that image. Um,
Okay, we need to speak about that later on, I guess.
yes, yes.
Okay, man, that was a nice one. You know what I'm gonna ask you? Like, I
Mm.
think like the closing part would be moving towards like Twitter and showing people
Oh
where
yeah.
they can find you and what you're having on there, and maybe show few people that you really are inspired by.
Oh yeah.
That would be
Absolutely.
the best closing, I think.
I agree, 100%. Leave them with something that's a powerful impression.
Yep.
So this is my Twitter page. I'm also on Instagram as Metascape NFT, and I'm on TikTok as Metascape NFT. If you'd like to find me there, Hicket Noons link, OpenSea link. I'm on Foundation. Oh yeah, I'm on Foundation, and I just minted my first piece.
Oh, nice.
Like just before we started, I minted the Cosmic Koi animation, um, which is this one here.
This is serene. It's transcendental. I'm already like in deep peace by just by watching it.
Thank you. And that was the goal with a lot of my pieces. I'm a Reiki master too. So some of the things that I make, I'm actually putting healing intention, soothing energy,
Hmm.
peace into these. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about my friends and the cool people that I love. So there's this guy, I think his name is Freshlyfe.
I don't know if I know that guy.
You should check him out. He's good people. He's good people. Um, Titanborn, he's not an artist, but he helps. Damn, he grew. Damn, he was like 10 to 15,000 just a little while ago. He's a
Yeah.
collector and promoter, and if you need help with sales or you need help just learning about how to shill or whatever, man, this guy has insight beyond insight, like Thundercats. Just it's insane.
Hmm.
Um,
I love
there
him.
were some things that I was shilling, and he was like, "Yo, Medi, dude, stop doing that. Do it like this." I'm like, "Okay, you got it, understood." And I got a better response. I got better exposure. I got better sales. And then he said, "Hey, man, do you do any animations?" And I'm like, "No, not really. Other than the compilation of things as I make them. I can make them into a video." He said, "No, no, no. I need you to do animations. Go get some animation stuff." And he showed me an artist that had made some sales off a simple animation. He said, "Just get something real easy. Takes 30 seconds. I think you'll make some sales that way."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I started last night. It took me like a week or two to implement his advice because I've been backed up on other stuff. But I started last night, and oh my god, it's incredible. Um, so what prosciutto de Medici? Did he change his I don't even want to know. Anyways, I'll look at it later. I'm confused by this.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Um.
Art and love. My buddy Pratik, he's on Hicket Noons. I have bought one of his pieces,
Mm-hmm.
the pumpkin with the black cat coming out of its mouth for Halloween. This
Okay.
one specifically.
Okay. Nice.
Um, yeah, and I just wanted to help support him. It's a pretty inexpensive piece. If you got point 0.8 TEDs, if you got like $6 to throw down, I would encourage you to support this artist. There are people that, if he's not from Guatemala, but if you go look at Guatemala, that whole country lives on $1 a day, man. And there's
Yeah.
a documentary about it. So even just taking time to spend a couple dollars or $10, $20 on friends here and there, you're building momentum, you're getting them exposure, you're sharing love, and you're probably putting food on their table or gas in their car for the day, whichever one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Nice.
Um, let's see. Oh, I get nervous when I get put on the spot about names. Oh yeah,
Makes
let's
sense,
see.
man. Makes sense.
So this person doesn't know me. I'm not important enough yet. They have 11,000 followers. This is a person I was talking about that is quite incredible, other than Broken Mindset, which I'll go to in a second, and
Yeah.
Jabi. Don't let me forget Jabi. We'll talk about Jabi.
Okay.
Um, so I think they do a lot of Photoshop and AI blended together, but it is some stunning, super colorful, just gorgeous stuff. And they tend to
Mm-hmm.
mint multiple editions, like 100, 1,000, 10,000, excuse me, editions, and they'll sell each one for like $700. And they've sold a bunch of these, and I was surprised because it's kind of like breaking the conceptual mold for what I had thought was necessary for sales. Like, oh, it needs to be part of a definitive collection, or it has to be a one of one, or it needs to be within this price range, or it needs to be within this price, and none of that's true. It's all according to how you connect with your community and what kind of value are you offering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it can be also like an investment piece,
Yeah.
and pretty nice piece as well.
Yeah, because I think the people that are buying from Wout, if I'm saying it right, or maybe it's Woo, I don't know. Um, maybe they're French.
Yeah.
But I think the people that buy there are probably buying it because it's just gorgeous. And
Yeah.
those are the kind of people that I hope to attract. But at the same time, I understand that there's an immense momentum behind the collectors with millions of dollars, and I love them too. They can come on and buy my stuff as well. I will not be
Yeah,
prejudiced.
yeah, yeah. A broken mindset.
Broken
Okay.
Mindset. Broken Mindset is an incredible AI artist. I think it's a he. It could be a she. I really don't know. He,
Mm-hmm.
she, this person, this amazing individual has just started a Funky Critters collection using AI, and it has this
It's
Sesame
cute.
Street on acid feel, or mushroom feel. Like it's definitely, you've got Elmo, you've got Cookie Monster bits, but they're unique enough that I love them. I really do. I love these things. They're incredible.
They're cute.
Um, yeah, like a little chimpanzee down here. I don't know how he's doing these. These are amazing. Um,
Hmm.
I think he experiments with a lot of different types of generative art networks because his styles encompass so many different um,
Oh.
influences. Yeah, it's just incredible. He had one that was a lizard or a salamander that I fell in love with, and I've just been in awe of him
Mm-hmm.
ever
Mm-hmm.
since I
Mm-hmm.
saw him. So,
Oh wow.
Jabi, Jabi is another, and actually I've made friends with these people. They weren't friends at first because they didn't know me and I didn't know them. But oh wow,
Yeah.
he's pretty small on Twitter. He's mostly on Instagram. He's got thousands of followers on Instagram. He's made a lot of sales. He makes some
Okay.
really incredible
It's
pieces.
from
Um,
Canada.
oh yeah, I didn't notice that. That's why he's so friendly.
Yeah, Pang Actual is from Canada as well. If you know Pang Actual.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I don't know. I'm pretty bad with names. It's kind of ironic because everybody in here it's just a name and not really as much faces. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. This is I love it.
yeah, and his stuff already has, he's had people resell it as well, where he's selling things in a similar or much lower price range in some instances, and people are
Mm-hmm.
turning around and
Mm-hmm.
selling it for a lot. So he's very successful, very nice guy. He's reached out to me a couple of times to connect and talk about, hey, how do we do this? Hey, you should try this, and he's been very, very helpful. So lots of love to Jobby. He's good people.
Nice,
Um,
nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna follow him for sure.
oh, and then last two guys that I can remember just off the top of my head because I don't want to take too much time.
Oh, Our
Cranial
boy John.
origami. Yeah, our boy John. So, funny story about John. I am not going to take credit for any of his work because he's a badass and he's done all this on his own. I haven't done anything for him. This guy has worked really hard to get to where he is. He was not in the NFT space. He wasn't even hardly on Twitter, from what I could tell. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just finding people on Instagram to follow and connect with, and found him, connected with him. He sent me a message, and instantly we had this strong vibration. And come to find out, he grew up in Asheville, or lived in Asheville, North Carolina for a long time. And that's actually, I grew up an hour south of Asheville. So there's this strong brotherly vibe that he and I automatically shared.
And these profile pics he makes, I mean,
Oh my God. I can't wait to buy one of these from him. I've been so scattered, and the funds have been kind of sparse. So it's like when things come through, I take that opportunity in the moment. But I would really love to get one of these from him in the near future. This is
oh,
all hand drawn, ink pens. He puts a lot of time into this. You can even see like that's authentic right there. That's love. There's a little bit of smudge right there. That's real.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is
yeah.
more difficult to me than what I'm doing with AI or what other people do with digital art. Hey Sam, I'm on a conference call. How you doing, bud? We're talking about your monsters. We're talking about NFTs. That was cool.
Good.
I love you. Hold on a moment. Let me finish up here, and we'll maybe we'll play some games or something. Okay. Cool. You can hang out if you want. So
I know him. I know him.
yeah.
I think I knew him like a little bit before you, and I
Okay.
think we connected like together, kind of.
Good.
That's how
Good.
it got going on. But what I was trying to say about him is he's really genuine. He's really
Yes.
out there. He's really himself so much. Even like this art that is so amazing. He
Yes.
doesn't have like amazing photos of it yet,
Right.
but we need to show him for sure.
Yes, he is on the small scale of artists, but his, like you say, the genuine intensity of the heart that he puts into his art far outweighs any technology or anything else anybody else is doing. I don't care what anybody says. This guy is worth millions and millions of dollars, and we just have to give him a lot of love and support and time, and he'll
I
manifest.
agree. I agree. I mean, if you show like you need to see like more of his art. Like it's just
Yes, let me see if I can find some more things for people to see here.
it's just
Oh my God!
I mean,
Look, it says I suck at art. Like, oh my God, really, dude? Come on.
oh boy. Oh boy. I mean,
And he just joined
I
the
love him.
Supernovas. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
What,
cut you off.
what is that? What is the supernova
Supernovas. It's this new. So I just looked at it, and
app?
it's a social network that is crypto powered. It's NFT powered, and
Okay.
it looks like every artist on that platform has like an altcoin, a cryptocurrency coin attached to them. That's funded by DeSoto, which I don't know what that is, or Doso, or Deso, or I've got to look it up. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But if you buy one of their coins, that money goes to them, and then you have like a share of their art, so to speak, where when more people buy their art or coins, you get a portion of that. So it's like a means of passive income using NFTs and social media. It's pretty cool.
Sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm gonna look into it, and I might put a couple things on there just to support the network and see what happens.
Yeah.
When I signed up for them and I did my wallet, the seed phrase that they gave me, I swear to God, was a cryptic message from somebody who just died in my life, like an hour or two prior, that I was having a conversation with, on the ethereal level, on the spiritual level. I was having a conversation with him,
Yeah.
and the phrase was like, talking about. Let's see if I can paraphrase this. Talking about using my vitamin knowledge to heal, and it had render. It had the word render in it, and talked about just everything that's going on, and it almost made me pass a little brick. There was a tiny brick that passed.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can have some of these. It's just like supernatural stuff that's going on sometimes.
My whole life, every piece of it, since I was a kid, I can't escape it. So I just embrace it, and it's kind of what powers my art.
Makes sense, man. That's deep. That's deep. I'm open to talk about it in another one as well.
Yes, yeah, in the future, yeah, when we have more time. Yeah. And then my last buddy here that I want to show off
Okay.
is, oh my gosh, brain. Why are we doing this, brain? It's Joe. It's Joe.
Branksy, Joe.
How can no? I'm talking to my brain. Um, so I met Joe, I think through a giveaway. I think I was doing a promotional giveaway, and we connected. And he's just a really, again, genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of love, very sincere, super inspired by the NFT space. He's dabbling in AI art, and he wants to create projects that are different from everybody else's and unique to him, which is super admirable. And he's
Right.
making these AI generated, almost somewhat animal face inspired, surreal, trippy pieces. But I don't think
Okay.
he's ready to release them yet. Oh, wait, he has. Okay, I lied. Um, so this is one of his, and this is a really good example of the style that he has. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Hmm.
he realizes that when somebody makes that offer, for him to accept it, he's got to actually pay like $180 unless it's on Polygon. I'll have to give him a heads up on that one because
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
aggravating. If you don't know that, the first time you're like, oh wait.
Yeah. 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 Need to teach them.
Sharing, yeah. Yeah, he's on Polygon. So yeah, give him an offer.
Okay.
He doesn't have to pay for it. So definitely make him an offer on this piece if you guys like it, if you want to support him. And this one's supposed to embody ADHD superpowers, and it's about
Ooh.
taking the distraction, the weakness that you have, and learning to harness it and focus it on something that makes you fierce, makes you like a lion.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's. Wow. Can you like? Okay. Never mind. I'll check it out
Sorry,
myself.
whoops.
No, no,
There you
it's
go.
okay. It's okay if it's bigger, because those details on that, I like it. I like it. It's deep, like a lot of texture, and
Yes.
I can see that ADHD a little bit in that.
Yeah, because you kind of forget where you are, and you're like, wait, what was I looking at?
Yes, yes, that's
Oh,
that's the
that's gorgeous. This
that
just
has
layers.
so much depth for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would love that on a shirt or a hat or a mask if I liked wearing those.
Yeah, the same way. Yeah, I feel you on this one. But yeah, my voice about this right now. It's just yeah. Let's keep it in art. Keep it in art.
Yes. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. You can censor that. My bad.
Oh boy. So, man, thank
Yeah.
you for being here. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Just like listening to your story and how you do this stuff and what you do. It's just I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Likewise, it is a pleasure to be here. I forgot one of my friends here. Just a quick shout out to
Okay.
Mobius. It's sort of mature content, so for those with sensitive eyes, you may want to wash them out with soap. Um, but he's a really good dude, and he's sold actually a good bit of what? Damn, he just sold one to Gary Vee,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
bro,
We
in June.
flying. We're flying.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, show some love. Oh boy. Yeah, it's all about
Yeah,
love right now. I mean, there's
it
some
is.
chiller accounts on the Twitter, but you I think you can just get yourself through that and show the real love, and it shows. It shows. It speaks values. It speaks distances, and as your art, it's bringing the glowiness and the joy bursting out of those pictures. So I'm honored to really be already talking to you like this in the beginning of it. I mean, it's just, we are going to speak about NFTs for a long time, but then we are just going to speak about art because NFTs is just a medium, right? Like a
Right.
medium that it's put on, but it's just art. It's all art.
Yes,
Thank
agreed.
you, thank you for putting yourself out there. It's just I don't know what would I be doing without without you right now.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Without your encouragement, without the encouragement of my friends, this would have been a very difficult journey. Um, and so what I'm gonna do while I've got you on here before we go.
Okay. You should also show the whale picture at the end,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and the
yeah. The
story.
whale.
Maybe that will be the pearl.
What I'm gonna do is we're gonna mint this, and I'm gonna send it to you for free.
Thank you, man.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. This one is nice. I also like the Van Gogh I won from you. That one I am not selling because it's the one that's gonna be printed on my wall. It's gonna be, I don't
Awesome.
know, somewhere out there, that summery glow. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
And that
Hmm.
one was my wife's piece. That was the first 3, 4 days that we had started the project, and we were experimenting with different textures and themes. And yeah, that was her baby, her design.
Oh, nice,
And I was
nice.
surprised that it had the response that it did because I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know what people really wanted.
Hmm. Hmm. It's super nice. Tell her I love it.
I will. I will. Thank you. She'll love that.
Hmm.
Um, so
Hmm.
I think the whale.
I think you had it somewhere down there, yeah. Or
Oh,
maybe,
hang on. We were in the
maybe,
HD ones. I need to go back to HD.
maybe just don't know OpenSea.
Oh, yeah. I should probably. Yeah. Well, you know what? That makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I'm trying to look through a haystack.
When you're used to it.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know why
Collect.
that's green right now. I'm not particularly happy about that. Is it connected with my MetaMask instead, perhaps?
Hmm.
It is. It is connected to my MetaMask. Hang on. I need to pause this for a second. Can I
Okay.
pause this?
No,
Because I have to.
you can probably
You know what? I'll do it
stop.
after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because if that QR code comes out, then people can access my.
Yeah. That makes sense. You can probably just search for it in OpenSea, but yeah, but there was a whale that you didn't want to mint, and I think there was a story with Lost for
There
Cryptos
was.
from Australia, and we were like minted, 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 and suddenly
Ah.
you said it like yesterday, I think, that you sold it,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
bridge.
It was at 1:42 or 1:47 a.m.
Oh,
Um.
maybe you
Okay.
need to.
We'll be more specific.
Yeah, maybe you need to have a Discord. Yeah. You just can search for yourself. You don't need to even be logged in. So yeah, the
Right.
first one, the first one on the left.
Wait, that's Galaxy Cruise Lines.
Okay. Sorry, that's similar.
That's okay. It is, and those were the original style that inspired me, that I fell in love with, and then I realized like I'm kind of playing myself out. I need to branch out.
Hmm.
All right, where's the recently sold tab?
I
Where's the
think
junk?
you can also search here. Only
Oh, you're
okay.
right.
Recently sold. Yeah. She's neat. What is this? OpenSea, come on, fix this right now at this hour.
I when stuff like this happens, the Japanese voice in my head comes out, and it's like, "Nani yattenda? What are you doing? What? Nandesuka? What is this? What?"
They don't wanna, you know they don't want you to be showing that right now.
Oh, this is not something I purchased, for the record. This is spam. It'll be sent back, and I'm gonna send them a little message that I would prefer them not to do that.
Yeah, makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not showing up, but
Hang on,
um
hang on. Almost there.
okay.
Almost there. Are we? Can I? Oh,
OpenSea, come on.
hang on. I swear I could find it in here.
Okay.
This is where disorganization, ADHD, and just chaos in your life
I
can
see
come
that.
to
I see
exist.
that. I see that. I see that. It was there. It was there
Where?
already.
Where? Oh, shit.
A little bit up.
Oh, really?
In the yeah. I think so. Yeah, it's there. Below. I saw it a little bit below this.
Oh, oh dear God. Oh, I finally have my car keys. Okay. So,
Nice.
yeah, this was one I was trying to make, yes, to capture the attention of somebody with a lot of crypto that wanted to be represented as an AI galactic whale. So I found an image of a whale jumping out of the water, and I used it as inspiration for this piece. I was not happy with it. I
Hmm.
wanted something that was closer to like Deep Monsters. I wanted something that was 3D that popped. I wanted it shiny. I wanted it glossy. I wanted the water to really splash like the abstract color splash. But this was a piece that I made very early on. This is not one that I really knew what I was doing.
Hmm.
So I left it, but I pulled it as part of my origin story. I posted a thread on Twitter that's deep, deep in my 9,000 some odd posts. Um, and it had to do with, hey, this is where I started. This is what I first started making, and it wasn't very good. I wasn't very happy with it, but I kept going. And actually, this was the very first piece that I made.
Okay. Okay, that's what I wanted to ask as well.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is the very first one, and it was luck. It was very much luck because the other, 20 or 50 some odd attempts that I did not turn out anything like this, and it took me about 3 weeks of sitting in front of this machine trying to figure
Hmm.
out like, okay, how do I get these results again? That was the
Hmm.
second one.
Hmm. Hmm.
Monks floating on mirrors in space. Uh,
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I like this one. I like this one.
Thank you. That one may go on Foundation at some point, but if I do that, I'm going to animate it and give them some floaty vibes.
Okie
Um,
dokie. Huh.
Yeah. This one I probably won't mint because when I looked at all the other AI beach scenes, they're all the same. Like I was going for an hourglass melting into water, and instead it gave me like some urinal on fire. Um, and then there's like a mollusk or a clam over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's.
it was still cool at first. It was different. So
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wow.
that's Intergalactic Family Reunion. That's a
It's
bunch of different alien families coming
definitely.
together. And that was a
Definitely.
same attempt in a different style of the same word, same inspiration.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So there's several that I was not confident in how they turned out at all. This is one that I will mint. It'll probably go on Foundation as well, called Free Your Mind.
Yeah, yeah, this one needs to be done. It instantly connects. You hear that. You hear that. It's
Yeah, well, the machine knew. There's some things that just they really pop. Brain goggles, not so much. I was not impressed with brain goggles.
okay. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. But damn, man, like crazy, crazy, crazy amounts of stuff.
oh,
I
that's the
appreciate
first
your time,
Reiki.
man.
Yeah,
Really,
likewise. First Reiki piece that I did.
Reiki.
Yeah, that's energy infusion using life force to heal, and there's a lot of things you can do with Reiki. It's not just healing. A lot of Reiki masters put energy into money to heal their finances, or they'll put energy into their
Okay.
car, or it's an odd thing. It's a Japanese energy from 400 years ago. We'll talk about it in the future. It's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
nother
yeah. I need
conversation.
to look it up as well. Thanks for sharing, man. Like that breach, I'm glad that you sold it. Also because of us, a little bit.
Oh my God. Yes, no, totally. A big bit, because that was going to go in the trash. So I appreciate you.
I mean, thank you, man. Thank you. This is like the whole journey so far. It's been interesting, really.
Likewise. And do you go by Matouche? Do you go by Matt? Do you go by Fresh? What's your preferred
Yeah, Matush. Matush is like the
Matouche?
Slovak version of Matthew. So yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, cool. And so last thing I'll say before we go, my ancestors are actually on my mom's side, they're Hungarian. So you and I are
Okay.
not
Yeah.
so distantly related. I'm also from Eastern Europe on the genetic level.
Nice. 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 That speaks a lot as well. Cool, man. I hope we meet next time again.
Oh yeah.
When stuff will get traction again, and we will totally meet at different points of life. Thank you for showing NFTs and doing your stuff, and thank you for
Likewise.
hoping with me here.
Yes, sir. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. And I'm gonna mint that and send it over right away now that we're done.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're closing now. Thank you, guys. See you next one. On the next one. Ciao, ciao.
Peace.